Hey everybody, Hollie here. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about something that I get asked a lot, and that is, how do I stay positive all the time? And the answer is, I don't. I'm not positive all the time. As much as I do try to be positive, there are times when I feel sad, I feel anger, I feel frustrated, I feel helpless, and those feelings are okay. To not to disallow our emotions is disallowing who we are. And along this journey from post cancer to where I am today, 6 years on, it's been a roller coaster ride, and it doesn't happen overnight. Patience is key, and what I learned is that you can only help yourself. A lot throughout the journey, I wanted people to just help it. I wanted people to fix how I felt. I wanted people to take away my anxiety. I wanted people to take away the depression I had. I wanted people to take away the self-hate that I had for myself. But nobody can do that. Nobody can take away what you're feeling. Nobody can fix you. You can take all the advice in the world from psychologists, from counselors, from coaches, from your friends, from your family, all the advice in the world, but it's up to you how you take that advice. It's up to you whether you take action on that advice. It's up to you whether you show up for yourself, and are you willing to get uncomfortable? Are you willing to have you hit that rock bottom, and do you want to get out of there? Because nobody's going to do it for you. And that's been the biggest lesson for me, is that all the people that I get asked me how I did it, how I got through it, I got through it on my own accord. And we are all different. We're all in different situations. We all think differently. We all feel differently. And what works for me may not work for you. And I appreciate everybody asking me this, but I wanted to do this video to elaborate that it doesn't just happen overnight. Being positive, that's your choice how you wanna take action. And being positive is a choice. And yes, there's times where I struggled. There are times where I didn't want to keep going. There were times when life was hard, and that's okay, because in those hard times, in the times where I wanted to give up but I didn't, I chose to keep moving forward. And in that growth is having that mindset, having that choice, and how I acted on where I was at. That's been such a powerful thing for me, is that my choice to rise up in the dark times, my choice to rise up to the challenges, my choice to rise up and take action and not feel sorry for myself. It's my responsibility how I choose to act on how I'm feeling. It's okay to sit in your feelings. Do not, the biggest thing I used to do is avoid how I felt. And that is such a self-sabotaging thing, because feelings are normal. Suppressing your feelings with comfort eating like I used to. Comfort eating is hard. It's avoiding, it's pushing down, it's trying to avoid what's actually happening. And comfort eating was my way of avoiding what was happening, all the hurt, all the anger, all the emotions. And I was not okay with that. I was not okay to be vulnerable. I was not ready to be vulnerable. And throughout my learnings, it took me to having a complete breakdown, to the point where my mum had to drive to North Sydney to pick me up, and I thought I was having a stroke. I had a complete breakdown. And it was in that moment where I was like, I've got to sort my shit out. I have to sort it out for me. And everyone can tell you need to get help. You can tell you to do this stuff, but it's not as simple as it may seem for them to tell you. It's not. The simple things in life can sometimes be the hardest, and that's what I learned. Some days it can be hard to get out of bed, and for others it's an easy thing to do. So it's being kind to yourself, being open to feeling, creating awareness, and sitting in that moment where those feelings are coming up, and acknowledging them and allowing them, and journaling. What can you learn from this coming up? How can you grow from these feelings that are showing up? Because disallowing our feelings, disallowing our emotions, it's a self-sabotage. It's just going to turn into it's not going to get any better. So when you ask me how I stay positive, I work hard. I work hard to heal myself. It was my choice. I work hard. When I'm having a shit day, I can choose to sit in that. I can choose to dwell on that. I can choose to focus on all the bad things, or I can shift my focus and be grateful for what I've got. Appreciate the beautiful life that I have. I can journal it out. I can sit there. I can forgive myself. Whatever it is in that moment, it's how can I get better? How can I move forward? What can I learn from this situation? It's not sitting there and feeling sorry for myself, because at the end of the day, blaming others, blaming yourself, that's not going to get you anywhere. Like, stop sitting there and feeling sorry for yourself. Stop sitting there and expecting others to help you, because that's not going to give you a positive outlook in life. Relying on others in life, they're always, at some point they're going to let you down, and then you're going to let yourself down. So it's like, how can you show up for you? How can you be positive for you? Like, what are you doing right now that's not aligning with you? What are you doing right now that doesn't make you want to jump out of bed in the morning? What are you doing right now that cringes in this? Like, you're waking up and you feel like you're a disappointment. You feel like you're not enough. Like, how can you change that? It is in your power. How can you seek the help to feel how you want to feel? What do you want to feel? Like, these are such powerful questions, and it's up to you. So what challenges come for you guys is it's up to you to seek the help, to seek the guidance, to want to get better. And instead of feeling sorry for yourself, thinking, why is this happening to me? It's like, it's up to you guys. And having a positive outlook on life, it's up to you. And what I choose to do for my positivity, what you choose to do may be different. And we are all different beings, and different things work for different things. And I feel like if we can share what we did to get through it, and support each other, and not say my way is better than your way. If I can share with you that I sought help from a psychotherapist, I saw psychologists and they didn't work for me, until I found the right person that worked for me, that's how I got better. Like, I saw so many different people, and it came down to that fact that it was up to me. And I journal. I forgave myself. I allowed myself to cry. I didn't cry for years. I didn't know how to. I was too afraid. I was too afraid to let those feelings come up because I had pushed them down so much. And it's like forgiveness, being patient, being willing to be uncomfortable, and in that process to grow, asking for help. Like, ask for help from the right people, from the people who are going to support you, the people who aren't just going to sympathize and give you an answer and just tell you what you want to hear, the people who are going to empathize and give you the honesty. Surround yourself with the right people. And if you're talking to people and asking them help and you're not getting anything, maybe question, like, are those people right for you? Are those people going to support you? Like, so I guess it's so true, those 5 people that you surround yourself with. And I didn't do that, and that was a big thing for me. Is like, I had to do that. I had to choose who I was surrounding myself in, because I was surrounding myself in not the right people, and that was just bringing me down even more. So I guess it's your environment. Like, how are you spending your environment? Like, where you're living, where you're working, where you spend your day, where you're showering, like where you're reading, where you're training. Like, your environment plays a big factor in the energy that you bring and your healing process. And if you're walking into a gym where you're comparing yourself to others, where you're judging yourself and others, or where there's a toxic relationship, that's going to affect you in that moment. So it's, guess, those questions that I've asked on this video, pause. I'd love for you to pause yourself at those questions. Go back to where those questions were and journal out. How can you change where you are right now? What do you want to feel to jump out of bed in the morning? What can you learn from this situation? What are you avoiding in your life right now? Where do you want to be? Who are you putting up with? What are you putting up with? What are you saying yes to but you want to be saying no to? Like, how right now are you not living a positive life? How right now are you feeling sorry for yourself? Why are you feeling sorry for yourself? How is that disempowering you? How is that not filling up your cup, but you're filling up other people's cup? So when people ask me, how do I stay positive? How did I get through cancer? It was, I believed in myself. I went into myself, and I did what I had to do. And that's the thing, is like, people don't see the struggles. People don't see the hard shit, and they just assume it just happens like that. And it doesn't just happen like that. Like, the hard times are the chances for you to learn and to grow. So embracing those hard times and not wishing it to be over, and just how can you learn in those situations? Because it's in those hard times that I learned the most about myself. And it doesn't just happen, guys. Like, these challenges, these obstacles, they take time, they take courage, they take commitment, they take your dedication, they take your willingness to stay true to you, to believe in yourself, and to be brave. So I guess it's, what are the ways that you can be positive in life? What are the ways that you can change your situations right now from the negative to the positive? Like, how can you do it for you and not for anybody else? So when you ask somebody, how do you be positive, really ask yourself that question. How can I be positive? What can I do right now? What can I change in my life right now to make a positive impact for me? So think about that for a question for a moment, guys, and I hope this video has really helped you in, or kind of get clear on things. I hope I didn't ramble too much. But I love your feedback. I love for you to connect with me. I love for you to reach out and have a chat. And yeah, I hope this helped you, and I hope these questions, like, really get clear on these questions and journal it out, guys, because hopefully they can help you make a difference. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are in the world. See ya.